Good morning, Facebook. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Bringing the Zoo to You Winter Edition here at Brookfield Zoo. My name's Craig. I'm an animal care specialist here at Wild Encounters in our ambassador program. Today I have animal care specialist Scott, and I have off to the side Jill. And today we're going to talk about reindeer again. This is one of our program animals. This is Josie, and we're going to take her for a little walk today. So let's all take a walk. Oh, and if you look over here, our red panda Leo is checking us out. And if you want to learn more about him, we're actually doing a talk tomorrow. So join us tomorrow to meet Leo. But this is not Leo's day, this is Josie's day. So we're going to take Josie for a little walk. So walking with our reindeer, we have 3 program reindeer that we can take for events. They go for walks, they'll stand for photos. Some of them will eat from guests. They love to eat oats. But today we're just going for a little walk. Josie hasn't had a walk in a little while now. So we're going to let her kind of just take her time, just enjoy a walk. If she's telling us that she wants to go back, we'll just turn around and go back. All the training we do here with our animals is choice-based training. So Josie did put that halter on. She chose to herself. And she did approach and let us put the lead clip onto her halter, and she chose to come out with us. If at any point she decided not to do any of those steps, we wouldn't force her to do those. We would maybe give her another chance, and if she didn't want to do it, we'd say that's okay, and we'd see if one of the other reindeer wanted to go out. So you can see she's just kind of walking, looking around. These guys are herd animals, and because we've worked with all of our reindeer since they were really small, probably about 4 to 6 months old, and we're very hands-on with them. They see us as part of their group, so whenever we take them for walks, they tend to notice how many people are coming with, and you'll see that she'll look back just to make sure we're all here. Reindeer are really cool animals. If you've watched us talk about them before, you know that they're one of my favorites. I find them very fascinating. They have so many cool features and adaptations that make them perfect for living in the winter and perfect for being Santa's helping animals, for pulling a sleigh, and for traveling. These guys can be migratory. They walk in groups, and they can walk thousands of miles in a migratory cycle. They have a lot of features that help them do that, starting with their really thick fur. They're the only cervid deer species that are covered completely in fur. So you'll see her nose is covered in fur. It keeps her nice and warm. It also helps her look for food while searching through the snow. And if you see, the fur goes all the way down to their feet are covered in fur too. So they do a lot of walking. They'll use their feet to walk. They're good at walking through the snow. If you look at their hooves, they look like snowshoes almost. And depending on the temperature and the time of the year, their feet can either be more like soft and spongy, that helps them get traction when walking through things like swamps and mud. But in the cold, their foot pads will shrink and constrict, leaving more of the sharp hooves. Hi guys, sorry about the technical difficulties. Welcome back to Bringing the Zoo to You here at Brookfield Zoo. My name's Craig, if you forgot already, and I have Jill and Scott and our reindeer Josie. So we've made it to a destination here. You see one of our letters to Santa and letters to the animals. Sometimes we'll bring our reindeer to programs like this, or photo apps and stuff like that, to promote things like Holiday Magic, which is happening every day for the rest of this week through the New Year's Eve from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. So make sure you come out. You can see the reindeer at Wild Encounters. But now getting back to the reindeer, Jill wants to talk about antlers.
Yeah. So you probably noticed Josie has some pretty impressive antlers on top of her head. So reindeer are special because they're the only species of deer where both the males and the females have antlers. And what's really interesting is that they lose their antlers at different times of the year. So males will typically lose theirs really late in the fall, while the females lose theirs a little bit after Christmas or into the new year. So we always like to tell people that Santa's reindeer are all female because they do have all their antlers on at Christmas time. So once the antlers come off, they start to grow back immediately. And they're covered in what's called velvet, which is a very soft and fuzzy substance that's got a very strong blood supply that runs all the way through that, and it helps those antlers grow so fast. So Josie's antlers, as big as they are, they only started growing probably last January, which is pretty cool. And when they're babies, they're still pretty small, and each year they get a little bit bigger, but they typically max out once they're about 4 or 5 years old. So Josie here is around 4.5. So her antlers probably won't get too much bigger than that once they start growing back. Pretty cool.
And she sheds them every year?
She does shed them every single year. So she'll probably lose hers in the next couple weeks. And then the new ones will start growing right back after that.
She wants to know what's in the box.
So
What's
it
in
looks
the
like
box?
Josie wants to read a letter that's addressed specifically to her.
Oh my
So
gosh,
it's like,
Josie.
what's in here? So we actually pulled a letter, and we're gonna read it to you guys real quick, or to Josie actually. So, dear Josie, my name is Megan, and I'm from Wisconsin. We have lots of cheese. Do reindeer like to eat cheese? Also, I really want to know if reindeer have tails on their butts. I can't wait to see the other reindeer and Santa on Christmas. Love, Megan. Awesome. Well, Megan, reindeer don't really like to eat cheese. They are ruminants. They have a 4-chambered stomach, so like other animals like llamas and goats and all that stuff, they like to eat hay and grasses, stuff that they can swallow and then bring up and chew again to just help with the digestion. Reindeer in the wild like to eat something called lichen, or reindeer lichen. It's like a type of moss. That's something that they can find pretty readily throughout most of the year, and then in the wintertime they tend to eat anything they can find, but tends to have more nutritional value than lichen. But here at the zoo we give them alfalfa, and they get a grain diet mixed with a bunch of different grains that would help simulate a more natural diet in the wild. And then for training, she's eating oats right now, and she really loves the oats. And she does. And if you spin around,
Oh, she's got some
you
there.
can see that she does have a tail on her butt.
Oh yeah.
It's a little tail.
It's a little tail. They can, like, if you see her tail up, that can be a sign of nervousness or excitement or anything like that too. But typically their tail just looks like that. It's a reindeer butt.
She has had her oats.
She has had some oats. There was a van that drove by, so she's checking that out too.
Is Josie full grown?
Josie is full grown. She's about 4 years old. All of our reindeer are typically born in April to early May, but all of our reindeer have birthdays in the first half of April. And our oldest reindeer is Bunny. She's 6 years old. And then we have Josie and Sparkle, who are 4. Clarice, Lollipop, and Sagu are all 2. And then we have a brand new reindeer who was born this April, named Rita. So you guys should definitely come and check out our reindeer herd, because they are all beautiful and they look very different. So it's really cool to see how they grow differently.
Where can people see the reindeer when they visit?
When you guys visit here at the zoo, you can see our reindeer at Wild Encounters, along with our red panda that you saw earlier, and we have llamas on exhibit. And then under normal operating hours, we have a goat yard, a wallaby yard, walkthrough area, and then our parakeet exhibit as well. So we have a lot of cool animals that you guys can check out. But the primary focus today is reindeer, so make sure you guys stop into Wild Encounters and visit our reindeer, since it's around Christmas anyways.
So do they go for walks from time to time like this?
They do, for training purposes or for programming, but also if we have the time. This can be very enriching. As you can see, Josie's checking everything out. She's pretty calm. She is hearing the excellent music that we have playing right now, but you know, there's vehicles driving by, there's other sounds going on, and she's just kind of walking and taking it all in. If she were nervous, we would start to see her maybe nudging Scott a little bit with her antlers, not in like an aggressive way, but they are very comfortable with us. We're very hands-on with these guys, so they are comfortable with telling us like, hey, I'm not feeling it, let's go back. And at that point, we do like to end before it gets too stressful for them. But she's doing really well. She's just hanging out.
She's taken in her surroundings, holiday magic.
Yes.
Do reindeer have red noses?
Do they have a red nose? If she did, it would be hidden under all that fur. But no, they don't. They don't. Not any of our reindeer, at least. Well, maybe Santa's magic reindeer.
Yeah, in this fog, I think Rudolph's nose would be guiding us.
Not Josie, not this time.
Can they move pretty quickly? Are they fast runners?
They are very fast. I don't remember the number right off the top of my head, but they can run, I want to say, it's like 50?
About that, I think.
Something like 50 miles an
Oh
hour
my gosh.
if they really need to.
Whoa.
But that would just be, you know, if something... Well, they run when they're having fun, too. They like to run around. If you catch them at a nice cold day, maybe even early in the morning, you'll see them running around in the exhibit. But typically when they're traveling together, they don't run unless there's something coming.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us, you guys. Once again, my name is Jill. This is Craig and Scott with our reindeer Josie. And we hope to see you at Holiday Magic tonight or any night for the rest of the week. Just remember, you have to buy tickets in advance online for Holiday Magic. But happy holidays and happy New Year, and thanks for supporting Brookfield Zoo.